They called him Spoon. In tiny Crawford, Mississippi, Clarence Weatherspoon did as boys from the neighborhood did. He played sports, and he played sports hard, sometimes a little too hard.
I gave up baseball going into my freshman year to so-called concentrate on football. And so freshman year, ended up breaking my wrist in PE class, playing pickup basketball. Broke my wrist in 2 spots, so I had to sit out. I sit out the whole year, played probably 4 games on the JV team, and I think that was one of the toughest times. You know, as a kid, you're just getting in high school, you want to be a part of everything, and you break your wrist. But a strange thing happened, Rick. I grew from 5'10" to 6'3". So, I mean, I hit the growth spurt at a perfect time. Go back out playing defensive end sophomore year, and like I said, you never know when your blessing or your opportunities are going to happen. We playing Alexandria High School up there on the north side of Starksville, and a kid give me a crackback block on a kickoff return, and I fell on the same wrist and it swelled up, and it was probably about the 5th or 6th game of the year, and I was sitting there, and the basketball coach said, "Son, you might have to make a decision. If you're gonna be injured your whole high school career, you won't get a chance to play anything." After that conversation, I went and told Coach Felix Wicks, "Coach, I think I'm going into the gym and getting basketball shape."
That decision to stay in basketball proved to be right. He represented Southern Mississippi as a member of the All-Metro Conference team 4 times. And from 1990 to 1992, he was named Metro Conference Player of the Year 3 times.
Well, like I say, it came down to style of play and those 4 guys leaving. And my sister was a school teacher at East Marion High School in Columbia, so that was, you know, it worked. It fell into a perfect situation. I had a chance to come in and play early. Had family down in the region already, and you know, and the style of play, and the Metro Conference was super competitive. So it wasn't like I was going to some place that we wasn't gonna play competitive basketball. We was gonna play teams that you saw on TV every Saturday. You know, we were gonna play the Louisvilles, the Memphis, the Cincinnatis, the Florida States, the Virginia Techs, the South Carolinas, were teams that you saw playing basketball. I knew I could play. Like I said, I went to Blue Chips. I went to the camps, and I played in every All-Star game. Won the dunk contest at Blue Chips. Won MVP at the camps, and it wasn't like it wasn't no players there. If it was McDonald's All-Americans there. Played in the Mississippi High School All-Star game. We won. So every camp I went to, against every set of McDonald's All-Americans I played against, I finished in the top 10 or top 20 with them, or won something at those camps. So going into USM, I knew I could play, but the thing that I did was, 2 days after graduating high school, I enrolled in school and started lifting weights. Started lifting to get grown man strong. I already was a man boy, but I wanted man strength. So when I got there, wasn't nobody gonna push me around. Wasn't nobody gonna make me do anything. I was gonna be the enforcer. So that's the mentality I had. I enrolled in first term of summer school, took a class and lifted weights and played basketball in the sports arena.
His man strength and incredible work ethic allowed him to become a first-round draft choice, 9th overall by the Philadelphia 76ers.
You know, being drafted was a special moment. You know, got a chance to live out a dream of being, you know, an NBA player. Being on TV, actually, that's what it was. That was more of the excitement of. But once I left Portland, my focus went back to being a player and getting ready to play, because this was one of the things that in one of the interview process with one of the scouts and stuff. We in the interview, and the guy asks me, well, he tells me and asks me, well, I heard you a great athlete. You can run and jump, but can you play basketball? Can you play in the pros? Because I got a Jack Russell that can run and jump. You know what my answer were? I bet you that Jack Russell never could get 10 rebounds in the NBA, but Clarence Weatherspoon going to get 10 rebounds in the NBA. Second year, averaged 10 rebounds in the NBA. That was my drive because it was always said you was too small to play. Wasn't tall enough. You weren't going to be able to get your shot off. You couldn't do that. But I did all of that. Everything that they said I couldn't do, I did it and did it at a high level. And that was my drive, to do what everybody thought I couldn't do and do it at a high level and compete on that stage. And that's all, and create my own identity. I never wanted to be Charles Barkley. I always wanted to have my own identity as a player, and it worked out for 13 years.